Hello everyone, this is Ryan and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be comparing the Juju Shortbow to the Terminator. Now obviously the Terminator is going to be better, but remember that this thing costs about 50 mil and this costs about 1 billion coins. So we're just going to be basically seeing how much of a difference there is and deducing whether it's worth it or not to get a Terminator and when it's worth it to get a Terminator. Shout out to Mr. Sedan L because he let me borrow his Juju for this video, so thank you. Alright, we are in the solo floor 6 run and I'm going to use a Juju for the first run, and yeah, we're going to see how well it does. So we're going to be judging it on its clearing and also its DPS. So the main difference between the Juju and the Terminator is that the Terminator shoots 3 times more arrows, but I believe in terms of single arrow damage, they're quite similar. So, and like the reason for that is even though the Terminator has better stats, you need to reforge the Terminator to hasty. And whereas you can put spiritual on the Juju, so it kind of balances out. I'm gonna go back and do 3 puzzles for each of the runs, just so it's a fair test. And yeah, I'll be right back once I've done 3 puzzles. So for the yellow room, we actually have King Midas, so let's see how the Juju does against King Midas. We're gonna ice spray him and just beat him up. Okay, so it's definitely taking a very long time to kill him. But nah, he is finally dead. That took a lot longer than I was expecting, because obviously it is floor 6. But also it is derpy, so all the mobs do have double health. And that's why I waited for derpy to do this, because, you know, it's floor 6. Like, even with the Juju, I'm gonna be, like, shredding everything in 2 seconds, because I'm Kata 36. But thanks to derpy, like, that's not really the case. Alright, let's head over to the Watcher and see how this one goes. So I believe we are 2-tapping all of the mobs. And yeah, I mean, that was a very slow Watcher clear. And it's taking absolutely ages to kill Scarf. And this is only floor 6, but whatever. I think the main bit where we're gonna see the DPS is obviously gonna be in the boss fight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the golems in my damage setup, and then I'm gonna switch over to a tank setup for the Terracottas because I tested this. With the Terminator, you can't hold the Terracottas back like completely, so I can just sit back and like they won't really damage me that much. But with the Juju, you can't, so I need to use gold there. So obviously the Juju is really not holding them back too well. Yeah, you can just see I'm moving around. It's definitely not holding them back. In comparison, like the Terminator, you can see they're just not coming to me. They're not really crossing, not really like going anywhere. Obviously they are advancing a little bit forward, but like, the Terminator is holding them back very well. The Juju is just unable to do that. How much damage we deal to the Giants. Now remember, they do have double health, obviously, because of derpy. But you can see it is still definitely taking quite a long time to kill them. We're doing about 2 mil damage per hit. So we'll have to see how that compares to the Terminator. Editor Ryan here. I'm gonna decide to show you me killing Sedan with the Juju and Terminator like right beside each other, so you can really see how the DPS differs. So let's just go straight to the Terminator clear, and at the end of the video, which you should stick around to, I'll show you, how different the DPS is. Alright, so I've hopped into another solo floor 6, and let's see how it goes with the Terminator. I need to make sure I am using a skeleton pet. There we go. And let's see how different it is for clearing. So yeah, you can see the clearing is it's a lot better. I think a large reason for that is because of bouncy arrows, which is Archer's class passive. I can speak very well, thank you very much. But that means that basically, let's see the DPS real quick. Okay. So it dies in about like 2 left clicks and right clicks. Alright. Yeah, you can see the clearing is a lot better. And obviously it shoots 3 arrows, and each one of those has like quite a high chance to bounce to another enemy which makes this like insane for clearing, because like I'm really not missing anything, because if I miss, I have a much bigger target to aim with, because obviously it's shooting 3 arrows, and I also have bouncy arrows, so it's just really, really good for clearing. Another thing which I forgot to mention is the Terminator also has the salvation ability, which basically means it's shooting 8 arrows instead of 6, and the Juju's only shooting 2, because the salvation counts as 2 arrows, and it also always crits. And it does use up soul flow, but that's really not a problem. Like, I think 10,000 soul flow lasted me like tons of dungeons. So you can see everything is pretty much getting one tap. It's not really a one tap, but you know, because you're shooting 3 arrows, it's like I just click on the enemy once and it dies. Let's just compare the Juju straight away, right? I'm gonna do 3 with the Juju and 3 with a turn, because I think that's what I should have done last time. Yeah, as you can see, the difference is absolutely ridiculous. So as you can see, like, they're pretty much staying back. They're not really able to like come close to me, and by the time they do, they're dead. So yeah, this is actually really good for the Terracotta phase. And see what the difference is with the Giants. Okay, yeah, you can see it is a lot quicker. Like, they're dying in a couple seconds, whereas with the Juju, I think it took a lot longer. Alright, time for the final comparison. Juju versus Terminator on Sedan. What was the difference? Alright, so let's ice spray him for that 10% more damage. And we're doing about 2 mil a hit pretty consistently. So that would mean it takes 40 hits to kill him, I think. Okay, I got really low there because of the boulder. We should be fine though. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, so Dan is coming. Let's see the difference. Okay, we're doing more than 2 mil a hit. And yeah, he's dead. So that was a lot quick. So yeah, my final conclusions on basically everything, you know, from this test. I would say if you're one-tapping the mobs, then Terminator is really not needed to clear, because Juju is perfectly fine to clear. There's really not a lot of difference. And for mini-bosses, it's the same. In M3 though, like, obviously I used Juju in M3 before I got a Terminator. The mini-bosses took absolutely ages. I would say Terminator is definitely worth it if you want to run Master Mode a lot. And when should you get a Terminator? I would say when you start running M3. It's not necessary for floor 7, definitely not necessary for floor 6. And M1 and M2 no one really does. I would say when you start doing M3, that is when you should save up for a Terminator. And in M5 it's pretty much 100% necessary, not only to do the floor, but also to get in parties. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!